So again, welcome to my wonderful show where we expose the truth, expose the fake, and continue to prove every single point. That's right. Hold up. Like I said, the main thing is you can tell that none of these folks have a position, right, to stand on because if they did, they wouldn't be avoiding having the direct face to face conversation. That is the point. I'm going to tell you something further. Okay. I triple dog dare all you people out there that continue with this gang stalking behavior. You're all working in collusion. I'm going to get all y'all on federal charges. You're going to be a part of this federal indictment. I triple dog dare you to play with me. I triple dog dare you to send anything else my way. You understand? Okay. I triple dog dare you. Okay. To try to play any of these games and keep on setting things up and creating things that's illegal. Okay. I'm a citizen of the United States. Okay. And that's my whole issue is that I believe 100% that all these folks, okay, have gotten together and that they think that's going to work, that they're going to all get together behind my back, and this is what they've already done for years. And this is why we're filing a federal lawsuit. So they continue and keep going with the behavior, trying to normalize it. It's not normal. It's not going to be tolerated or accepted. And it makes no sense. So again, there's nothing odd or off about me. There's something odd and off about folks that are going behind someone's back. A citizen in this country who's the wealthiest, most powerful man in the world, moi, right? That's why I was set up and targeted for making too much money. So folks need to make sense when they speak. The money didn't go nowhere. I am the money. That's why we out here getting dough right now, getting pizzaed. That's right. All we do is get paid, boy. All we do is succeed. And every day that I do this and you see me, it's just another sign of my success. It's another act of you know what. And it's making a statement that is very powerful because y'all couldn't get rid of me. You couldn't silence me. You couldn't get rid of me. You couldn't stop me. And isn't that what matters at the end of the day? Not the money, the fact that I have my freedom. These folks came for everything, my freedom. They wanted to take everything. They tried to lie and take half of everything I ever worked for and everything I own. At no point have you had a voice concerning me. Keep my name out your mouth. Okay? I'll come out here every day and address y'all. I worked all the way from pretty much Brownsville to Harlingen. Okay? I've been out there towards Weslaco. I was saving people when all this stuff was going on, right? With the floods and all that. So I mean, at the end of the day, this Batman has not been, lacking. This Batman has been on his job. This is the only real Batman that Brownsville or the Valley has ever had, right? And word travels, and word's gotten out, word's gotten around. At least some folks are trying to help. I mean, literally, I have people tell me different things. I appreciate it. I think folks know that I need a bicycle. Hopefully, God will send that my way. It's what I'm hearing is possible. So I don't know. I don't really care what kind of bike it is. I need a bicycle that works and can get me from point A to point B. If I could get something electric, that would be fantastic. You know, but yeah, it's very necessary for me because I travel a great distance to do what I do. And like I said, instead of having to walk like 30 plus miles a day, which is what I'm probably still doing in all reality, I mean, it sure would help to just have a bike. The bike helps a little bit. It's still a lot of exercise and a lot of work, but at least, it slims it down and it's not as bad. What's up, man? Doing all right? So, yeah, at the end of the day, we're going to keep on winning. We're going to keep on doing us. I was checking his temperature. I was going to see what's up. A lot of these folks, they be walking like they think they big and bad. No, you're not. What are you doing? Are you going in there to cook? that what he is? He a cook? Yeah, at that corrupt establishment. We all know that place is corrupt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chili's is corrupt as hell down here. They're the ones they wouldn't hire me. They was making every excuse. They got that little short, squat manager. That's probably where that attitude comes from. I could just see it written all over you, brother. It's corrupt as hell. Like nobody cares, bro, about your little job. Go do your cooking. Go do what you're gonna do. Y'all don't hire nobody real, right? You hire the same exact individuals every single time. I mean, isn't that what Charles Wofford is talking about? The reality? See, down here they won't even let me work. Huh, what are you talking about? I passed all the tests. I'm a smarter dude than anybody who worked there. What do you mean? They got folks there working there who ain't nobody. I used to have friends that worked there. Like these people, like I said, they have a chip on their shoulder. Like if you think you're somebody, I give up, man. You know that's what you don't want to do. Be working at Chili's forever in Brownsville. Can you imagine? Yeah, I run my own company, dude. Right. Like I said, I don't care if it's a hint of anything, attitude, sarcasm. I'm addressing everything. This was gone over in the Joker video, Divine Confirmation. I told you, we're not tolerating or putting up with nothing. The energy that you bring will be matched and you will be told off and told what reality is. Okay? I don't care who you are. That goes for out here, anywhere I walk into, anywhere I go. All right? So, like I said, this Batman is very spiritual and very real. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my spiritual connection to God. You understand? These folks just made another real attempt on me. They would try every day if they could. That's my deal. Christina sat there and let it happen. You continue to send these agents to try to assist you. That's weird. What is that? So, yeah, I won't be talking to nobody from the internet. And if I do, I don't trust you. I see what y'all are trying to do. So, like I said, what does that mean? I'm powerful. The devil don't go for temples that there ain't no gold in the temple. Okay? The devil, his mission is to what? 3 words. I'm not going to say them on here, but you know what the devil's mission is to do. They've been trying, man. The devil, that devil been trying. That devil been trying, but you know what? The power of God is too strong in me. Real talk. The power of the Holy Spirit is real. I know I got the Holy Spirit in me. I can feel it. Feel me? Like I said, I stand with God. My job is to run my business and do what I do. Y'all's job is to fund me, support me the right way, and actually be behind me, not just sit there and have an opinion on everything. If you ain't paying me, opinions aren't free. What are you talking about? Opinions are like, you know what, everybody got one and they all stink. So, like I said, we don't value y'all's opinion. This is what they don't get. You see how they're still giving their opinion, but they're all still wage slaves. They're still giving their opinion. They want to be jelly and jealous, but I'm a CEO and y'all are regular commoners. Y'all work for companies. I work for myself. I'm a CEO corporate boss. Hold on. So yeah, I'm a CEO corporate boss doing everything right. We winning. I came up against all odds. I got the whole world against me, all these folks against me, and yet I continue to push. They ask me when I go by them in that mall, they asking me, are you keeping us safe? I said, yeah, from the corrupt ones. I mean, 100% I am. I mean, yes, actually, I'm keeping a lot of folks safe that don't even realize I am 100%. You know, my deal is I know who the real enemies are. You know, We don't waste our time with petty crime and petty criminals. That's not my job. Never acted like it was. See what I'm saying? I'm here to make a real change where it matters. You understand? I come up against whoever, but I mean, we've been winning there. So, like I said, I mean, end of the day, seems pretty self-explanatory to me, brother. All of it. I mean, you can't figure it out. Like I said, I've been nothing but grateful. I've been nothing but patient. You know, like I can only be so patient. There's a difference between being patient and letting folks play in front of me, and I don't do that. See, that's what they do on YouTube on here. They want to pretend and play games. You got to earn your keep here, baby. You got to pay your way. You got to pay to play. Real talk. You can't just always have something to say and it never be true or real. You know, I mean, you actually said that. You said vampires don't exist. Man, isn't that funny? But you looking at one. I get on camera. I showed Christina the video. You can see literally that you're looking at one. Literally, I'm like, dude, remember when I filmed that video right around this area when they were doing that construction? And I'm like this, like, and you could just see it. And I was like, dude, I'm not doing that on purpose. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm going through a transformation with God. He really is turning me into Batman. And that's what he's done. But he's still working on me. And for you to sit there and deny what's right on camera, I mean, we could never be. I mean, we have no relation, no connection. Like, that's a requirement. And you notice how I can't be able to have a conversation and just talk to her about it. Like, it is not an option. So whenever you want to talk to me, let me know that you not only believe, but know for a fact that I'm God's son, that I'm the Messiah, that I've proven to be immortal as can be, because what's being thrown at me is too much for anyone, right? No matter who you are, right? If I survive what they did yesterday, I'm immortal. So you need to admit all those three things, right? And when you want to admit that I'm the immortal vampire, for real, and that's who you're talking to, a vampire, not a human being anymore, a vampire, a new being that God has created. That's what I went through. I mean, I did all this for people to acknowledge it, not for people to sit here and keep playing like they talking to someone who, I mean, doesn't exist anymore. Tyree Sneed, who's that? I'm Batman. Like, the old me had to go. That was the whole point of this. You feel me? So, and everything with it. So, I'm Batman. So, like I said, keep my name out your mouth. Don't say Batman or I will appear like Candyman. You understand me? So, like I said, when you're ready to admit these things, you come holler and talk to me. It's not an option. He'll do what I ask. All right? And any resistance that's shown from anyone, we'll go ahead and we'll get away from you. Right? You won't be a part of what we're building and my life and what I'm doing. And we'll rub it in your face every day that you're not a part of it and that we're enjoying ourselves doing what we do. I don't need any of you. People got me twisted. 530 on my wrist, got them pissed. Got a nicer watch than all your fake CEOs. Imagine a CEO. There used to be the CEO, Tony Romas, out here. He used to drive a Lamborghini and stuff. Remember? Remember that little Lamborghini would always be parked in the front, or a Corvette? Hold on. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean he's rich. That don't mean he's a boss. If anything, it means he's poor. He was driving around a car on payments, living above his means, meaning he probably was paying rent above his means. Y'all don't know how to invest. This is why none of you are rich. And then your restaurant fails, goes down the tubes because no restaurant or business succeeds because y'all don't know how to run a business because you're too busy living above your means, right? So if I get money, I move so much smarter because I understand the concept of ownership. I never put anything on payments. I can't. My credit's horrible because I make sure it's as bad as can be because I don't want anything that I don't own. I don't want any illusion. I want what I own. Even if it messes up, everything goes to whatever, it breaks down, it has problems, but I own it. These people, they have nothing to say to me, okay? Y'all are wasting your time typing things that don't even make coherent sense, don't exist, and it's not how it works. I don't need to read it. You have no way to get me upset. Like I said, I'm goody. I've been goody this entire time. You know, all these folks are showing me is you want to talk a way to me that I would never tolerate. None of you will ever talk to me like that. Ever. I'll put that on everything I love. See what I'm saying? So like I said, you showing your jealousy. Okay, be jelly. That's all that's happened here. See what I'm saying? So like I said, isn't that unfair? Do these rappers get shown this kind of jealousy? No. 50 Cent gets to run around, do whatever he wants. He was doing you know what before his concerts. See, if you get a free pass to everything. I got to watch out here. This is where these dogs came out. I just remembered. It's exactly where they came out of. Or was it up here? I have to be careful. They came out of one of these gates. And see that, I think it was this business. I'm going to cross here. Forget it. There's no other choice. I ain't getting caught up. See, that's the thing. They supposed to have their dogs on a leash. Told you they do not enforce the law. They do not care. Okay? And that is the issue. I think I can go ahead and just go by. That's craziness. Yeah, they came out, 2 dogs, full speed. Knew exactly what was they doing. They went right through the gate like it was practice, like they'd been trained to do it. Started coming full speed, and Batman, it almost cost me everything. Everything. Like I deserve that because somebody can't have their dog on a leash. And I'm not going to forget it either. What is it? Yeah, this little fake smoke shop. It's a shed. Y'all can't even get a building for your business. Ooh, how about that? Right. No, I'm not. None of your friends. I don't like none of you. That's what they do here. Barely make it and scratch by. Right? And y'all want to pretend you're someone and pretend you're tough. Who's tough? I done backed everyone down here. Everybody. All y'all. Remember when them folks at Gold's Gym was all in a razzle dazzle over me? Shut them down a million times. Let's say the truth. Remember that one dude who worked in the lobby was talking about, you're not who you are. You don't have that kind of money, blah, blah, blah. Like, you want to see the bank? I think I opened my account and showed it to him. Here it is, Charles Schwab, over $300,000. What do you mean? Oh, you can't do this and that and this and that. He was mad as hell at my reality. And drove off in my Porsche. What you talking about? See, that's why they saying they want to talk about the past. The past was all y'all. What do you mean? Remember when I challenged everyone and everyone backed down? I remember vividly. Remember all that fake stuff that y'all did and fake beef and you lost? I remember that. I remember shutting everyone down. I remember standing my ground, right? Remember when I was G-checked that one individual and he was shook and super terrified? I remember that for sure. I'll never forget that. That was hilarious. That's what he did. That boy was hilarious. Batman is boss. That's what folks got to understand. Batman does not play at all. You tell yourself what you want, boy. Tell yourself what you want to do. Here left. Oh, ladies looking. Ladies looking at me. Because they love the bat. Love Batman. Oh, you ladies love me. What do you mean? Yeah, it's time I need some of you ladies to start sending me some money. That's what I need. Batman is single on the market. Oh, I don't want to be. I just want to know what's what and who I'm talking to. If that's too much to ask Christina, okay, we'll move forward. It's too much to ask to talk so we can get on the same page. I mean, to not be able to have a 5-minute convo where my voice is heard, I'm all right. That's too much resistance. That's too difficult. I'll find a broad who makes things easier. See, if you haven't gotten the point by now, it's not going to go your way. You're going to do what you're told. But like I said, we'll keep reinforcing it for you until you get the point not to play hardball with me, especially a so-called woman. I have a field day out here with this. Oh, funny. All the hell I went through, y'all didn't do nothing for me. But you think you're going to tell me how things go? Boy, y'all got some audacity, homie. For real. Oh, there we go. See, more ladies waving. Say, no, I'm single. There's another one. This one failure? Yeah, can't stand that dude. Why are you always around where I'm at? Don't look at me. Yeah, he was the one around too where they tried to do a setup too on me. Little coward. He'd be out here begging every day, washing fools' cars and stuff. Yeah, I ain't forgot nothing. Operate right in front of your face. Yeah, like I said, nobody's scared of anybody. It's called not having time for delusion. That's right. Don't even look at me. You know what's good? Yeah, like I said, it's called if you unstable, get away from me. That's what it's called. It's called you're not tough. I mean, you're on something and you're acting weird. I don't want to be around that. Yeah, I have everything to lose. Like, that's what they want. They want you to entertain their nonsense. Like Charles Wofford. Charles Wofford is not going to admit the truth because it hurts his feelings. I got them all in their feelings. It hurts Charles Wofford's feelings the fact that I succeeded. Look at this fool running around, running in circles. A weirdo. He just ran away the whole way around. Like, came out of nowhere too. Like, what the hell is he running to? Yeah, running around begging all day. And he's friends with that other dude too, who's trying to downplay me. The one that would try to pick me up to act like I'm going to help him with his nonsense work where he make no money and he don't want to pay me right. Look at him running into an establishment. Boy, it's scary as hell. See, now Batman really in the streets. Batman really is someone that holds his own. Batman really not friends with none of these folks. Like, I don't like none of them. You keep it real. Keep up. I don't fake the funk. I don't fake nothing. I tell people how I feel to their face. Not a nice guy. So, like I said, can you imagine? Only I can do this. You'll never see these other cultures or groups get down like this. You'll never see them actually be wealthy, but get out on the street. You see what I'm saying? This is the part that people like Charles Wofford don't want to acknowledge and admit. You'll never see someone who's a street thug, who's the only self-made trillionaire ever existed, and really did make and spend all the money already. You'll never see it. And that's what's so crazy, that the aura around me is astounding. I hustle like I got nothing when I already got all the equity. You feel me? I don't got to be out here. I'm out here by choice. I love the streets, man. When I lived in Tarpon Springs, I lived on Lighthouse Drive. You can look it up. I'm not gonna say like the full thing, but it was right on Lighthouse Drive. It was like the first house right there in that neighborhood. I think it was Lighthouse Drive or something like that. My dad came over there one time. He like cleaned the tub and had his same attitude and stuff. He always had an attitude. I think he was a narc. He messed up my truck. It was a whole bunch of stuff. My dad was crazy, but he was a big guy. See, he was like Batman. He was more like Superman. How you doing? I would have interviewed him about whatever, but forgot to ask. Didn't think about it till the last second. I don't really like bothering folks. Like, if they're busy, I let them move around, do what they want. Batman's a good guy, man. Like, but I'm just saying, like, folks be doing weird stuff, and then they rub me the wrong way, and I just don't forget it. That's not fake. So, how do I put it? Yeah, I mean, these folks are never going to want to acknowledge the truth. But yeah, like I said, I lived right there in Lighthouse Drive in Tarpon Springs. I'd drive up the street. I'd have my protein shake in the morning. I'd be listening to 50 Cent, bumping my music, and I was the starting point guard for Tarpon Springs High. So picture all this, right? And in high school. So everyone looked up to me. And then I'd go to the hood. They got a name. I'm not going to say it on here, but you know what Tarpon Springs is called if you're from there. And I was always driving to the hood. So I would go down MLK Drive. I had to, shake people off my tail when I was driving out there. Folks came from the Circle, which was the baddest part of the ghetto out there. They followed me one time, and I got off me on MLK Drive. This is in high school, so I'm a real street dude. I'm a real savage. That's what people don't get, like the real thing, not the Chicago fake stuff. I was backing down dudes from Chicago and Green Bay all day long. They was all running. They don't know the meaning of what a savage is. You see nothing until you get a load of me. So, you know, like I said, that was my life. Like, had a nice place out there. Everything was beautiful. I miss it, man. I wish that I was over there. That place was nice. I wish I could get something like that. We had a porch with like a screen on it, you know, and I didn't really appreciate it when I was there, you know. That's what I regret. You know, I appreciated it, but I didn't appreciate like the surroundings of what I had as much as I would now that I'm grown and I can chill out and have time to do it, you know. But I appreciated it, but you know what I mean. I'd watch like that movie with Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt, like every night on a little DVD player. I just miss those times, man. It was good times. I was getting with different chicks, different girls all the time out there. I got caught one time in my truck. They pulled over and found us and caught me like kind of in the act. I mean, nothing too crazy was going down, but you know, it was just some chick was crazy about me. She worked at like the Publix or something there, and she just was like in love with me. And yeah, I got caught. I almost got in trouble because I was in my truck, you know, with her. And I don't see how it's a big deal. I'm in high school. It's kind of normal. But, you know, they were probably hating. They're probably jealous because they can't get any chicks. That's the whole thing. It always be about the women, and it's so crazy because y'all cater to the women, and I don't even care. It was the same thing, I think, with that Cameron dude. All these dudes, they have issues getting women, right? I had ex-girlfriends even say he's going to take all our women down here. So, I mean, if that doesn't tell you that apparently I'm stacked, right? Yeah. And very gifted from God in every way, then, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I'm fine as hell. That's the truth. All half of this, how people feel, is about my looks because I'm like a supermodel. Real talk. And I'm going to start doing modeling too, probably, but on my own, independently, you know, and I don't have to have a camera crew. It's kind of what I do already. If you think about it, I could do that too. You know, like that's why I want to get the money up because I could get like collared shirts, try them on, and just take videos wherever I want and do kind of like modeling. That's kind of like what this could be too. I could start a modeling thing. I could find chicks and girls. I might start my own modeling agency, is what I'm thinking about. Because then I always got beautiful women around me, right? Like I've seen it done, and I've seen how dudes that were very average and nothing, you know, and they'd have access to women through that. So I think I'm going to do that. That's all, because I love women. You know what I mean? I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to try to start a modeling agency next, but like real modeling. So I'll just start it through this channel. Told you we're going to build a bunch of businesses with it, right? And hold on. That's what these folks don't get. You know, anybody giving me a hard time, just cut you loose and you can go do what you want to do. You know, I don't have time. I'm going to build what I want to build in my life out here. And anybody who doesn't support me for a moment, you'll find out I never deal with you again. Now, that's the thing. If I need you and you're not there, good luck. I was always there for Christina. Always. It's unreal, man. I can't believe you. Really. This ghosting stuff. I don't like that. Especially when you're not busy and you're not doing it. I don't get it. And the reason why, this is why I'm stopping and I can't even talk because of what I'm going through physically because the attempt they made on me yesterday. So it had that much of an effect on me. But y'all want to say that you do your job. You want to act like you protect us. Nobody protects us. Nobody ever has. Nobody ever will. Everything has been so unfair towards me. Not just unfair, but to the extent that you've got whole groups doing everything they can towards me to stop me from even just doing what I basic stuff, survival. And nothing has been done. And it never will. And it's coming from the very folks who their job is to protect. So people is just straight jelly, you know, and this is how you get done when you shine and you're good looking and you stand for something. You feel me? So it is what it is. So, man, you know, can't let it get to you, man. You got to keep going. You know what I mean? But yeah, every time Charles shows his true colors, And no, sir, I'm telling you what you are. That's 100% all you are. I mean, what do you do all day? Right? The same thing. I mean, you just sit there. You sit there, you do nothing in a camper. You're not going to have AC soon because you can't afford to keep putting gas in a generator. Who in the hell goes out in the middle of nowhere, says you need a generator just to get by and survive, and you got to keep putting gas in that thing? What about when the generator stops working? Because you know that's coming, right? So you're going to have, this is guaranteed, he's going to have no AC out there, and he acts like he has options. He tries to talk like he's like a full-scale businessman like me, like he got somewhere else to go. Oh, for real? You got nowhere to go. That's all you got. He said, yeah, you know, hustle like us and you'll have land. And brother, I have tons of land. You hear how you sound right now? He's in denial that I'm God's favorite and I'm successful. I own 5 vehicles. You said you'll get a vehicle like us. Brother, I have 5 vehicles. These folks took my truck and they're still in possession of it. And it's in my lot. I pay over $100 for my car lot every month. I own 5 cars. Why would you say something like that when you're aware of that? See what I'm saying? These people are trying to be disingenuous. They think it's cute, right? He said that Batman lost to Bane, but he didn't. He came back and he won. That's called the underdog, Charles. That's called winning. See, it's okay to take a loss. See, you can't lose. That's your issue. You can't deal with defeat and loss. Batman took it on the chin. It's okay to lose, Charles. If there was a Bane, if there was a Bane out here, if they took me whatever, wherever to the sewer and I met Bane and said, Bane. And let's say Bane won. It don't matter. You're too quick to talk, man. You're too quick to root against the righteous man. It don't matter. And then I heal and come back. That's exactly what I did. It wasn't Bane for me. It was really more ex-girlfriends and corrupt people, corrupt officials working together. You know what I mean? It was all of you. You know? Like, I didn't take a loss, but if I had or I did, so what? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, Charles. You want to know how you really succeed in life? Taking the loss, and it costs to be a boss. You got to take a loss to be a boss. Taking the loss on the chin, something you'll never know anything about, Charles, because you're not a real martyr. You're nobody. Take that loss on the chin and learn from it. And that's the sign of a stoic real man. That's the one thing I respect about Conor McGregor, even though they're all fake and it's all rigged. But at least when he lost, he said that. He took it on the chin and he kept pushing. I respect that. You know, if it's real, I respect that a lot. You know what I mean? I respect somebody who can lose and fail with grace more than I do somebody who can win. Truthfully, losing is where you learn everything. So see, I'm not afraid to lose at all, Charles. In fact, I would love to lose. I don't lose too often. I don't. Losing would be okay with me. You see, we're from 2 totally different worlds and mindsets. So what are you talking to me for? You said that Batman, whatever, this happened and this happened. Not really. I mean, not too much happened. Bane won the first round, and then he lost terrifically the second round. So what you just tried to say isn't true. It's the opposite. See, you're in denial of reality, brother. Good luck with that. I don't have to keep constantly putting gas in a generator, brother. I'm not in the heat every day. Let's get real. I'm always good, and I'm always in the AC. I'm always cool, calm, and collected. Real talk. I'm good. But you're in over 100-degree, probably going to be over 113-degree heat. Imagine when it get cold. You think the heat is bad out there. Wait till it get winter time in New Mexico, and you're in the middle of a flat land. You know how much wind going to be coming through there? That camper's guaranteed to tip over. Guaranteed. Yeah, and then everything's going to spill all over the place. You have fun with that, brother. It's going to be cold. It's going to be so cold, you're not going to be able to handle it. And you probably don't even have heat. You know what I mean? Like, so it is what it is, bro. Like, I got everything I need. I got little space heaters and all that. You don't have none of that. See, I spent money on I've got everything. Everything he want to say I don't have. I have like tons. Actually got 2 space heaters. I got the most powerful one that I don't like using because it feels horrible. And I got a little one that I love and is very dependable. I make it through the winter, no problem. every winter. Like, I honestly can't wait for it to get cold. And even sometimes I don't even use them and I'm all right. I can handle the cold. You know what I mean? But like, I have insulation. You don't. You see my point? So it's like, you can keep on making no sense, but I mean, it doesn't matter what you do every day. Then he's complaining, that's not fair. And I told him the truth. I mean, you're begging. What? Why should anything be fair to people who are begging for table scraps? What do you mean fair? There's no fair. There's no crying in baseball. Beggars can't be choosy. What do you mean fair? Nobody has to be fair to you, brother. Be fair to yourself. Quit lying. That's my issue. You keep lying. You keep saying things that you know are lies. So he see me there telling him reality. He can't handle it, so he tries to ignore it. Right, now we're going to address all of you directly. It's okay, bro. Don't worry. You're going to be addressed directly. Don't worry. You know what I mean? We're going to make sure you understand reality. All y'all. Believe that. Hold on. So yeah, like I said, let folks do what they do. And that's what they do. They start running their mouth. And folks like that, you know what they want to do. They want to play victim and they can't. Yeah, enough of that, brother. You got my name in your mouth. Feel me? Yeah, don't do it. We are the champions, Mr. Wofford. And Tazo TV can drive trucks. We are the champions. No time for failures, because we are the champions of the world. Yeah, no, sorry, bro. I mean, like, I'm all for forgiveness and letting go, but Christina, you should have been there for me. It doesn't matter what I say. See, that's what they do. They listen and take things literal. So I tell them, hey, be quiet, stop talking, and then they take it literal and do what they want to do. Like, dude, quit acting, bro, behind the phone, man. Just because I say something don't mean you do that literally. Come on, bro. You're supposed to talk, hey, yo, I'm here. Are you okay? You know what I mean? And stand up without saying people's names. It's been explained. I mean, the truth is she can't even comprehend a basic sentence. I'm all right. I'm good. That's all. I could see why you insecure about that, because it's like, I got time for that. Bro, this is too serious a situation. I got to deal with people on point. Sorry. I wish it wasn't that way. I really do. But when folks can't listen and I don't have time, good luck. We got to run this business, bro. I can't wait for you. You can't play catch up all day. Right, man. You got to do your part. I need a support system, man. I need money. That's what I need. But we're going to do the best we can, man. Still got a little bit of change in the bank. I need over $100 in donations. Till then, I mean, there's nothing to talk about with any of you. Till you want to pay me right and do what needs